Hey folks, today's episode is sponsored by Squarespace. From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for you to build a beautiful online presence for whatever you can dream up. There are no hidden fees or price hikes, and all websites are optimized for mobile. And it's so simple. Start with a design template and use drag-and-drop tools to make it your own. Head to squarespace.com/WTF for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code WTF to save 10% off your first purchase. All right? Okay, done deal, done deal.
Lock the gate!
All right, let's do this. How are you, what the fuckers, what the fuck buddies, what the fucknicks, what the fucksters, what's happening? I'm Marc Maron. This is my podcast, WTF. David Duchovny is on the show today, okay? He's, you know him from the X-Files and Californication, but he's also a musician, and he's an author, and he's got a new novel out. It's called Truly Like Lightning, and it's an amazing conversation. If you listen regularly, you'll find, and I know this just because I'm doing it, that a lot of the interviews during the plague have been thorough and good and connected in a way that is surprising and actually, in some cases, deeper and better than had I done them person to person live here in the garage, which is, believe me, when we chose to start doing Zoom because we had no choice like everybody else or figuring out some platform to make this work, it was a big deal because we have really stood by this in-person interview thing since the beginning of the show. It was a big transition, and both Brendan and I were nervous. But oddly, what's happened is we've gotten a lot of guests that we probably wouldn't have gotten before, and I couldn't quite figure out why some of these things were going so well or that they were more interesting and connected and deeper in a way. There's a lot of things that aren't happening. There's a lot of defenses already down. There's a couple of things happening. You know, when you don't have a celebrity or an actor or an artist who's in the middle of a day driving around doing TV hits, doing radio spots, some of them traveling with hairstylists or trying to figure out how to get here or just dealing with traffic, all that stuff. You know, what has to shed when they get in here on the mic and see, whose house is this? What's going on? It's great. It's real. It happens in the moment. But these things, the new ones happen in the moment too. But what I started to notice differently was that, and I sort of thought about this, is that none of that. They're coming in from the other room of their house or wherever they're staying. They're just, they're setting up in their living room or they're just walking down their hall. Some of them may not even be wearing pants. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that all this sort of buildup of shields, defenses, and just dealing with a day of work, not there. So that's one part of it. The comfort factor that they're in a place that they're already comfortable. I don't have to make them comfortable. And the other thing is, I think a lot of people are starved for connection. Some people have a better relationship with their parents. I don't FaceTime with my mother. I don't FaceTime with my brother. I don't Zoom with anybody. There's no family Zooms going on. The only Zooming I'm doing is for my podcast. And there's a few people I still see in person, but I think a lot of people, even if they're seeing people on Zoom or in their orbit family, most people are not having the casual conversations that they used to or just having the comfort of regular life. So I think a lot of times, like with Duchovny, because we had an amazing conversation. And I think it was just because he's a smart guy. I don't think a lot of people talk to him like we talked or that he assumes they will. I'm not saying I'm smart, but I can keep up. But I think a lot of people just aren't having conversations in general. So that combination of them already being comfortable where they are and the fact that people aren't talking to people as much as they used to. They're not out in the world much. They're a little starved for connection. The combination of those two leads to, what have been some fairly amazing conversations on this show. And Duchovny's no different. It's a really good one that you're going to listen to shortly. But a lot of people are not having a great time during this plague. Obviously, none of us are having a great time. We're adapting. But if you're having trouble, like, meeting your goals, or difficulty with relationships, or trouble sleeping, or if you're feeling stressed or depressed, BetterHelp is available. BetterHelp offers secure online professional counselors who can listen and help. It's simple. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and BetterHelp will match you with your own licensed professional therapist. Then start communicating in under 48 hours. Log into your account anytime and send unlimited messages to your counselor. You can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, and everything you share is confidential. This is a more affordable option than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. I can tell you from experience, it really helps to talk to someone. There's no shame in it, and it really can improve your health. WTF with Marc Maron is sponsored by BetterHelp, and our listeners get 10% off their first month of online therapy when they visit betterhelp.com/WTF. Visit betterhelp.com/WTF and join the over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced BetterHelp professional. And that's true. That is true. I got to be honest with you. These conversations, this is not with a therapist. I'm not a therapist, so I'm just kind of shifting gears here. It's a segue. But I got to tell you, just talking to other people, even if it's people I don't know, like who did I interview last week? Sam Neill, or even this Duchovny conversation that you're about to hear, just to connect with somebody, just to unload a little bit, relax, get into their life, what's going on with you, how you doing, tell me about your life. I talk to my buddy Sam Lipside every night. I ask him about his kids. It's really what we're built to do, and you should keep doing it. Because sometimes I'm out of my fucking mind, and I don't know what the fuck is going to happen, or how I'm even going to be able to talk to somebody else, or what about, or what are they like, or what the fuck is going to happen. And God damn it, why am I even doing this to begin with? And then I have a conversation within 5 minutes of talking to somebody, a stranger. I feel better. That's what people do, man. This is not the time to just get lost in rabbit holes of buying things you don't need, although it is fun. And our economy relies on it. Take that back. Please, buy a lot of stuff you don't need. But help people out. Give to charity. Do whatever you got to do to make you feel engaged, like you're doing something. But I guess my point is, talk to people. You can do the BetterHelp thing, but also talk to your friends. Try to talk to your family. I always forget, because there's something about, I've learned that I like to isolate. I didn't realize it, but I'm okay by myself. And some days it's sort of, I'd rather sit at home and feel sorry for myself for no reason than engage. Feel like somehow my life, got derailed. Everyone's life got derailed. And everything is amplified now when we have all this time and this plague is upon us. And there's fear and tension and anxiety politically and financially, is that every little thing that, if it would have just happened in ordinary life, would have been daunting, but it would have just folded into the flow of ordinary life. Now everything is amplified, and you can fully process everything. All the bad shit, all the good shit that happens to you, you can really fucking take it in. It really lands. Tragedy, joys, appreciation, horror. Man, you could take a few days with any of that. Really fucking churn on it. And I'm trying to stay in the light, people. Trying to stay in the light. Everyone wants to keep their home and family safe, whether it's from a break-in, a fire, flooding, or a medical emergency. Simply Safe Home Security delivers award-winning 24/7 protection. With Simply Safe, you don't just get an arsenal of cameras and sensors. You get the best professional monitors in the business. They've got your back day and night, ready to send emergency responders when you need them most, straight to your door. And the thing we like most about Simply Safe is exactly what the name implies. It's simple. You can set up Simply Safe yourself in about 30 minutes. Then Simply Safe's professionals take over, monitoring your home around the clock and ready to send help the moment there's an alarm. Plus, there's no long-term contract, no hidden fees or installation costs. Right now, WTF listeners get a free home security camera when you purchase a SimpliSafe system at simplysafe.com/WTF. You also get a 60-day risk-free trial, so there's nothing to lose. Visit simplysafe.com/WTF for your free security camera today. That's SIMPLI safe.com/WTF. If any of you want to hang out in the morning, I'm available usually. I've been doing these live Instagrams for months now. Even when I have nothing to say, I'll get on there. We'll play some music together, go through some records, hang out with my cat. If that interests you, it helps me out. David Duchovny's book, Truly Like Lightning, comes out tomorrow, February 2nd. And I told him I didn't read it, but I looked over it and I kind of got a sense of it a little bit. But I told him, there's other things we could talk about. But you can get that wherever you get books. He has a third album coming out, music, soon. He's already released a single from it called Laying on the Tracks. You can check that out on YouTube. And we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. This is a good talk, folks. It's a great talk. This is me and David Duchovny. Where are you at, David?
I'm in L.A.
Oh, really?
I'm in LA. Yeah. I was in New York until Saturday. I came out of here. I'm going to shoot a couple things all over the world, which is crazy.
Have you done any shooting in the plague?
Yeah, I did a reshoot about 4 or 5 days on a movie, and it was odd. As you know, you want kind of a loose feeling on set, kind of a creative feeling. You just have to get used to this kind of stilted, masked.
Mask on, mask off. I know I shot a movie for 12 days, and it's definitely bizarre.
Screws your hair up, It's not good for an actor.
No, hair, face, you got the mask on the whole time. Yeah. And then right before you talk, you take it off. Yeah. Were you able to focus?
Yeah, I was. In fact, it created more of a special space for just that moment of performance.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I prefer it by any stretch, but certainly, you just felt like, okay, there's this little magic circle here, and we're just going to do what we need to do, and do what we can do.
So a lot of squirting and wiping going on everywhere.
Never enough squirting and wiping.
Hands are always dry. I don't think my hands are ever going to be the same again.
Well, also, I've grown this thing out for the thing I'm going to shoot next week, and a beard is not mask friendly. I don't know why you're doing it.
No, the virus can just sneak right around through the whisker gap.
But it's also uncomfortable.
There's nothing comfortable about any of it.
Yeah, these are small complaints, but when I flew on Saturday, I was triple masked, quadruple masked. Actually,
oh my God! You flew commercial?
I did, but I've had COVID, so I figure I'm kind of immune right now. I mean, I had it almost 3 months ago, so I'm told I'm pretty good for another few weeks anyway. So
really,
I mean, yeah.
How bad? What were the symptoms? What happened?
Well, since you asked my symptoms, I will tell you my symptoms.
I'll take it.
The main one was an astonishing diarrhea.
Great.
Which, yeah. Lost some weight. It didn't because that's not the symptom that people seem to focus on.
Yeah, you can still breathe with diarrhea.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
And no, I just didn't think I had it. I thought, I've got food poisoning. So a couple of days went by and I thought, okay, food poisoning is usually done in a day. So then I got tested and sure enough, I had it. And it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't certainly nothing like I've heard.
Yeah, it seems like it's a unique experience for everybody who gets it. And like my uncle and my aunt who are in their 70s, they got it. He was tired for a week and couldn't really do anything. She had a head cold and it was over.
Right.
You had. Right. I have not talked to the diarrhea people. You're one of the diarrhea people.
That's actually how we like to be known.
Yeah, the COVID diarrhea crew.
I've started a support group.
But like fevers, breathing, all that okay? Taste, sense of taste?
Taste, smell, none of that went away. what I had fatigue. I had a very weird kind of muscle powerlessness in my legs. It just felt like the way I would describe it is, and this is completely made up,